What is everybody? It's Corbin going for 6 here yet again with another video. And today it's my NXT Takeover Revolution. I guess WWE Network pay-per-view kind of review. But yeah, man, Takeover has a lot of ups and downs. I thought it was an overall okay show. There was one great match on here, and it was a big moment that will change the course of NXT. And but they kicked off the night with Kevin Owens. He had an awesome entrance. Faced CJ Parker. Kevin Owens had his nose busted up. I don't know if it was I don't know if he broke his nose, but he had it stitched up in the end. But yeah, Kevin Owens wins against CJ Parker. Pretty awesome moment. He did that rolling thing in the corner. He did an outside dive, which was pretty cool. You know, he hit a power bomb. He threw the guy up like Cesaro's uppercut. And then powerbombed him. That was a cool moment, by the way. So that's how you kicked off NXT. Then we got an NXT Tag Team Championship match directly after that. Lucha Dragons and Vaudevillians, Aiden English and Simon Gotch versus Kalisto and Sin Cara. I'm glad the Lucha Dragons retained here. It was what it was, just a regular basic TV style tag team match that you see on probably a Raw. Okay tag team match. Lucha Dragons retain. So yeah, okay tag match. Ty Dillinger comes out. He faces Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin wins in 30-something seconds, and then they tease him and Bull Dempsey having a feud, which he probably will. Baron Corbin, I like what they're doing with him after he goes through Bull Dempsey, and Bull Dempsey really reminds me of Rhino. I'm a big fan of Bull Dempsey, and I like Baron Corbin too. Actually, on the flight back from WrestleMania 30, he sat right across from me. Not beside me, but right across me in a different row on the airplane, and Sami Zayn sat right in front of me, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, Baron Corbin picks up the win, and him and Bull Dempsey have a face-off, so they'll probably face each other sometime down the line. Then when Baron Corbin gets through this kind of feud, he might ascend the ranks and possibly become NXT champion one day. The thing is with NXT, there is no mid-card. You're just kind of in there. It's the tag team division, women's title, NXT, and the mid card is just not there. It's just main event and tag team division, and if you're not there, you're a diva or in the women's division and you're wrestling, or you're just kind of out of place pretty much. But you know, anyway, Baron Corbin picks up the win here, and then he'll probably ascend up the ranks, like I said. Ascension versus Finn Balor and Hideo Itami. They say it's Finn Balor. I say Finn Balor. I think it sounds cooler, but, you know, tomato, tomato. Ascension come out first. Hideo Itami comes out next. And then Finn Balor. You hear this cool music, and then all of a sudden you see him crawling. It looks like he has, dreadlocks or something like that. And, all of a sudden it gets really red, and you see smoke and stuff. And then he has the body paint on. Which was what she did in Japan a lot and stuff like that, and as he was on different wrestling companies across the world, you know, independents. I don't know if he really was an independent kind of guy, but there's independent promotions in Europe and Asia, stuff like that. So Finn Balor comes out, and you know, instead of having his black attire, he had the Venom, you know, with the teeth right here down his neck and stuff like that, and the awesome tail kind of thing on the back. It was really cool visually and stuff like that. Good solid tag team match, definitely better than the Vaudevillains match, but I was expecting a little bit more here. Finn Balor and Hideo Itami pick up the W here. And there you go. NXT Women's Championship match, Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. This was a very, very, very good women's match. It was a good wrestling match. They told a story throughout the match. Charlotte and Sasha Banks. I was really pulling for Sasha Banks. I found myself doing that most of the evening with this. But Charlotte picks up the win here. A good, solid match. Love the spots they did going back and forth, just like how they did with Ascension, Finn Balor, and Hideo Itami. You know, they isolated Hideo Itami and stuff like that. And then, you know, eventually Finn Balor would get the hot tag. Just like here, Sasha Banks, the people were getting behind her. Then Charlotte, you'd find a way to get invested into her. Have Sasha Banks kind of get over with some heel heat there. And you definitely got invested in this match. It was a fun women's match, and it was good, and Charlotte retains. Then we get to the main event, Adrian Neville versus Sami Zayn. What a match. They started off technical, and they started using the element of Zayn's arm. And, you know, eventually, they would progress from chain wrestling, and they do high-flying maneuvers, and they would go back and forth, and they would do one-upsmanship. Okay, I'm better than you. Okay, I can escape this hold. Okay, I can do this better than you, and I'm smarter than you to think that. And it was very, very good. Then they brawled back and forth, and the crowd was really behind Sami Zayn. Definitely an anti-Adrian Neville, to say the least. And man, it was great. It was great back and forth. Eventually, the referee would get knocked down after Neville went for a roll-up, either that or Sami Zayn. Neville popped up after the roll-up, and Zayn kicked out. And then he hit the referee. He just had an elbow, and it hit his neck. He was out for about a minute. And as they were getting up and stuff like that. And then eventually he got back up and got his wits about him. And then the referee would get knocked down again. And then Sami Zayn would be torn. Do I need to hit him with the title? He's always saying that I'm not having a aggressive side. I don't have that killer instinct, if you will, as Neville said. So I'm going to go ahead and hit his with the title. He said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So they both go back and forth previously before this all happened. We saw Sami Zayn go through the turnbuckles and do that awesome tornado DDT. And then you see Adrian Neville go for the red arrow. He'd miss, and he'd get the knees up. Sami's going to get the knees up. But then back to the referee thing, they would both go back and forth. They'd be at it and stuff like that. And then forearm. Eventually, Sami Zayn would win the championship after his haluva kick, or this play on words is basically called hell of a kick, but they call it haluva kick. And by the way, Corey Graves is on the announcer team. Will not be able to wrestle again, and that's sad because Corey Graves is awesome, but he's going to be on the announcer team just in case if you all were wondering what he was going to be doing, and he was on the pre-show and he announced that. Anyway, Sami Zayn wins the title. It was great. Storytelling was great. I mean, you could just feel the tension in there. And man, it was just a fun match. It was just a really, really, really good match and a great main event. Sami Zayn's journey was completed. Had the title in his arms. The locker room came down. Enzo Amore, Colin, Cassidy, Big Cass, basically. Then you had Pat Patterson came down there. Tyler Breeze was even there. There was a lot of people from the NXT locker room, like Bayley and stuff like that, and they were all sitting up there, and they had Zayn up, and it was a great moment. And then Kevin Owens was there as well, with his best friend, and then eventually they'd go out to the ring. Sami Zayn would be halfway, and then Kevin Owens would come down once again, and they would once again celebrate. And then eventually, as they were walking back up the ramp, Kevin Steen, took Sami Zayn and pushed him like a STO on the steel grating, or whatever it's called, on the steel grating ramp, basically. And then he took Sami Zayn and powerbombed him on the freaking apron. I caught it, but I didn't necessarily see it coming at that time, because I had said, you know what? Kevin Owens could come down there when Sami Zayn's all done with, and he could powerbomb him or do something to take out Zayn. But then as they were all celebrating and they were all going back, and Kevin Owens was all good, and everything was all nice and happy, that didn't work out. And yeah, so Zayn, the NXT champion, but to no avail, because Kevin Owens is after his title, and he will fight anyone and everyone. And I would like to thank you for watching this video. Other stuff is coming up soon. My birthday is tomorrow, guys, and I won't be uploading a video tomorrow or Saturday because I have some stuff going on at that time. Sunday will be like a WrestleMania 30 video, probably the Hulk Hogan entrance that you'll see. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Yeah, my birthday's tomorrow, so if you want to say happy birthday, I really appreciate it, because I can just see this in the morning, or whatever you want to do. Talk about NXT Takeover or Evolution in the comment section below. Peace out, dogs. Deuces.